to another episode of From the Shadows. And as always, guys, if you are enjoying the series, please do drop a big old like on the video. Now, in the last episode, we were beaten, unfortunately, by Havre, and it was a shame, and I felt that, well, it was a very strange game, let's put it that way, but we kind of got to move on from those kind of things, and just try to do our best. Now, we've had a weird sort of spell. It's been kind of up and down, up, then down, then kind of up, in the same kind of spell, but there's also some other weird stuff that's been going on, so you're going to see what's been happening right about now. So firstly, we started off against Avignon, and this was the sort of game that you'd expect us to win 9 times out of 10, because they're dead bottom of the league going into this one, and we did our job. It just took us a little while to actually kind of get things going. Peter 10 of all people gave us the lead on 73 minutes before Loic Puyol added a penalty afterwards. Jason Bertomir actually did get one back, but it is way too late for anything serious to be happening at that point. Thank God for that, is all I can say. A win against a poor side is what we needed to try and get some confidence back after that poor result. We'd had a good run before the half game as well, 3 wins on the bounce, and we've done that a few times this year with some good little spells, and that seems to be what's held us in place. Next up, though, we had Nîmes Olympique away from home, and again, they were 19th placed in the league, so it was understandable we'd go there and do quite well. And again, they like to foul us. We can sort of attract fouls. We're like a foul magnet, this team. Seriously, we had, I think there was one, they committed like 26 fouls against us at one point. Johan Mvia gave us the lead. It's nice to see him getting a few games again. He's kind of been in and out of the team a little bit at times this season. Didac then had to go off injured, which was a massive shame, a real shame to lose a player like Didac, because he is so important, probably our most important player in some respects. Certainly when he turns up, he's a phenomenon. They then had Jonathan Lecourt sent off as well, not sent off, injured, but then Hugo, the man, making it 2-0 late on, and that's good. A bit more solid at the back, looking a bit more comfortable, and that's kind of what we needed. A couple more wins against some poor teams to get some confidence back. Next up, we had ourselves a game against Clermont-Foot. Now, Clermont-Foot are a decent team, but we were the home side, and they also had Dominic Gate playing for them, because I sent him out on loan, and apparently I forgot to put a cannot play against parent club clause into the contract, which is a little bit stupid of me, if I must say so myself. But again, at home, we kept up way more possession than them, and that's always good with this tactic. Generally, when we do that, things go well. Jean-Daniel Padovani's own goal on 66 minutes was what it took to break it down. Unfortunately, losing Johan Mvia just before half-time really did not make my plans for this game any easier, because we are really missing players. But thankfully, Hugo once again was man of the match with a goal in the 73rd minute, and then once again in the 90th minute to make it 3-0. One of our better performances as of late, and making out 3 wins on the bounce, trying to just keep ourselves in and around those good areas of the league. Now, other things have been going on which has kind of dictated kind of what's happening. You'll see what I mean in a sec when I show you the league table. As next up, we went to Stade Lavallois, who I think was 17th at the time, and I must say, I think we got away with it a little bit here. Elvis Saric, who of course was in for Didac today, or was it MV? I can't remember who exactly he was in for. It might be both, in fact, because Janvier played as well, gave us the lead on 14 minutes, and we very nearly held on. They had a lot of long shots, again, lots of fouls, but they did find the target, and it actually wasn't a long shot. Tyron Ivanov, which is a fantastic name, gave them the equaliser with just a decent header, really. It's a shame to concede a goal like that, but a point wasn't the worst result. I guess I just would have liked to have kept that result going, since we had some tougher games coming up. Next up, we had Stade de Reims at home, and this was a poor one. A really poor performance from us. We actually committed more fouls than them, and that shows you how bad we were playing. Possession we just weren't at the races. Hugo did give us the lead, but it was against the run of play, and in a space of 3 minutes, Greyon Kei and Junior Santos, 2 goals, bang bang, done, and they just wiped us out with that. And it's a shame, but we have had a few of these sort of irritating defeats that come up and just creep up on you. You might notice that Stephen Nzonzi as well, playing there for Stade de Reims. They also have a player called Lindsay Rose, which is a brilliantly effeminate name, but I like it. And I'm not dissing it, because Lindsay is a family name of mine, so I'm not dissing that at all. Next up, though, we had Valenciennes away, and this was always going to be a massively tough one. They're top half side and really deserve to be there. Anthony Letalac. The Letalac name haunts me still from my other save. It's not the same guy, because that was Damien Letalac, but you know what I mean, any of you who've watched my Outcast to Icons save. Anthony Letalac, literally from the kickoff. I mean, we shouldn't be conceding goals like that, but what I would say is that Sylvain Chevalier had an absolute blinder of a performance. To lose and still be the man of the match is always a massive thing for us. To score as well, which is brilliant. And then to actually set up the second goal for Hugo. We took the lead in this game, and I thought, yeah, okay, good stuff. Things are going well. It just wasn't. We couldn't quite hold on. Anthony Letallic just destroyed us again, and then Rydell Popon or Popon. I don't know. Great name though. There's lots of fantastic names in this league. I'm really enjoying them. Gave them what was in the end the win. We did try to throw it on attacking, but actually nearly ended up conceding a fourth goal. But that was then suddenly two defeats on the bounce and a draw in that spell, and that came up to the final game of not the final game of the season, but our final sort of big crunch game was against Angers, and my god, this was. I've been on the edge. When Gaetan Quartet put them in front, I thought, okay, they're the good side in this division. But when you look at their record, they've really been dropping points lately. I'm not entirely sure what their exact schedule's been lately in terms of how many games they've been winning and losing, but I did notice them losing a few, this being included in that. But we'll have to have a look, because they really have dropped down. I will show you in a sec. It's crazy. Saric, from the penalty spot level, and I thought a 1-1 draw is fine. If we get a 1-1 draw against them, it will just keep us in there going into that final game, basically. But Thomas Gamier, and bloody right does he deserve to win man of the match. They did have a couple of injuries, though, and I think that might well have affected them more than perhaps they'd be likely to let on, though. But Thomas Gamier with an absolute bullet in the 89th minute to win it for us against Angers. That was a huge game. I kind of wish I'd live come this one, actually, but then we'd have a weird straggly game at the end, and I don't like doing that. So this is how the league looks at the moment. Amazingly, we are top. I don't know quite where that's come from, considering we've only won one of our last 4 matches, but I think what's happened is that teams like Havre, Nancy and Troyes have had to play against each other in that time, and a lot of them have resulted in draws. And Angers, I don't know, how many games... I feel that they've lost 2 or 3 games lately, because they must have dropped points somewhere along there. Where's the schedule? Oh, bloody hell! So they lost away at Troyes, which is a tough one, admittedly. They lost at home to Stade de Reims, as did we. But away at Ajaccio, that's poor. Lost at home to Valenciennes. Even we didn't do that, or did we? I can't remember. Away at Colmar. Jesus, is that sick? What? Wow. That I've never seen anything like that before. They've got Berrichon on the last day, and you'd feel they'd win that, but then they'd won like 7 in a row before that, and were unbeaten. Wow. Okay. I knew they'd drop points, but that is insane. Right, okay, so there we go. Basically, we are promoted. That is the crux of the matter. We are promoted to the top flight. Amazingly. And this match today basically decides whether or not we actually go up as champions, which is crazy. But also, more so crazy, is the fact that Nancy and Havre, in fact, Havre can't even go up now. It's between Nancy and Troyes for that last spot, although... Nah, I mean, Angers are pretty much done. They're pretty good, unless they're playing... No, they're not, are they? Nancy are playing Clermont Foot, and where are Troyes playing? They are playing against Avignon, so you'd feel that they'd probably win that, and I actually think they probably will go up there. As you can see, Nîmes have gone down, along with Ajaccio, and amazingly, Avignon, who were looking dead and buried, actually could still technically stay up if they can better Stade Lavallois result, who do have a home game, though. So there you go. Firstly, massively, we've gone up, and that is huge for us. It really, really is, and it means next year we're going to get to play some games against Paris Saint-Germain. Oh, I'm looking forward to those. It's going to be like, we're going to make sure that we live com all the games against Paris Saint-Germain throughout this save, just to sort of keep a running track of the kind of the way things have been going, essentially, in those games, which is going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to that. I think this series is really going to kick on now that we're in the top flight next season. Now, we do have some money. The transfer budget for next year has been given as £2.26 million, with a decent amount of wage budget. Now, of course, I'm going to wait until a bit later before we even start looking at players. Well, not looking, I'm obviously always looking at players, but before we start trying to go and buy anyone, because... I want to see what the prize money and stuff like that is like first, so we can make sure that we don't overdo it and overextend ourselves for next season. It's important because it could cost us if we did that wrong. So let's take a quick look at the squad. I'll probably do like maybe a squad report at the end of this episode too, because it's the final day of the season. So Hugo is the top scorer in the end there with 14 goals, which is actually pretty damn solid, I have to say. Antelec's made 26 substitute appearances. Hopefully next season we can get ourselves some... more staff in and hopefully improve the fitness levels with the reserve team coaches. And also, I'd like to thank someone, because someone pointed out, why didn't I just place a job advert for the the reserve team fitness coach? I completely forgot you could do that. I was scouring through, approaching, and I couldn't find anyone. But I think that's what I'm going to do, and I can't. So thank you massively. Seriously, I can't believe I forgot that you could even do that. I've not done that like for ages. I don't think I've actually done that on FM15 at all. Placed a job advert. I just completely forgot you could do it. But hopefully that will get us some results for next season. Didats and Quinton Pereira with 11 assists apiece, which is amazing. Player of the match is Didac again. Let's take a little look at pass rating and tackles while we're here. Kashi's done well in the games he's played, but it's all about Loic Puyol. 86%. Oh no, wait, what we're talking about? Wow, 87%. Tackles, of course, is Gape, who's done very well in the games he's played. Peta 10. Let's see. Yellow cards? Anyone? No, look at that. The most booked player for us has 3 yellow cards, and my guess is that most of those came while he was out on loan, because he's been sent off twice already for Clermont Foot. That we are a very undirty team. Not a single red card and barely any yellows. Brilliant stuff. We might have to knock it up a little notch for next season, potentially. Ikebane, average overall is Pereira. Aerial challenges, of course, is Oban. Key passes, it's Quinton Pereira. And Didac's right in behind there. Key tackles, 17 for Masavu King. And interceptions, 470 for Puyol. Best value is, of course, Didac's right. Let's jump in today against Orleans. I sense that a win is enough for... Obviously, the win is enough for us. The win basically wins us the league, and I would be a bit of a surprise, actually. Winning the league is not quite what I'd expected. Cantini's injury is going to make this a little bit interesting, though. Kylian Philippe, how good is he really as a right-back, though? He's not the quickest. I don't know. He's not awful. He's going to be a fantastic player, though. That's what I would say. He is going to be amazing. So, Hugo Chevalier... Actually, screw it. Let's do a... The title is on the line, though. Do we get more no, I was going to play like a weakened or rotated squad so you could see some of the youngsters, but since Philippe's already playing, let me put a couple on the bench just in case. Actually, no, we'll just go with what we've got. We want to make sure that we win this game, ideally, because, you know, it's important. But we're going to give Kylian Philippe a chance at right back. Not really his natural position at all. He's going to be a centre-back for us, and I think he will be a centre-back for us for quite a long time. And again, didn't drop Elvis Saric. They love asking me that, though. It must be because of his squad status. But he's never complained, surprisingly, about his squad status, which is interesting. Wow, okay. Dante, Christ, man. So there we go. Let's just see. Kylian Philippe could be a bit of a weak link for us tonight because he's not really a fullback, but hopefully Peta will fill in that gap a little bit for us. Keep an eye on Sylvain Chevalier as well. He's only played 4 matches from the start for us, but he's got 2 goals and 2 assists in that time, so he's no mug, basically. And we've got a lot of these youngsters that I'm really looking forward to bringing through. Maybe get them out on loan next year, because I feel that we're going to have to strengthen the squad and bring in some more likely first team players. But those guys will probably go out on loan next season into the top flight, because I feel like Philippe is still good enough to be a top flight player at one day, just not quite yet. It's going to take him another 2 or 3 years before he can really start to have any chance of breaking into a top flight side. But it depends whether we're still in the top flight, of course, because next season is going to be massively tough for us. Make no mistake about that. But with a little bit of money that we've got now, I'm hoping I can bring in some decent players, basically, just to try and I don't know. I really don't know how we're going to do it. It's going to be a hell of a summer for me. The promotion to the top flight summer is always a fun one. With Portsmouth, it was probably one of my favourite transfer windows. 10. Can he get that ball in? Back to Gamiet. Go on, son. Oh, Hugo. Oh. That nearly was an amazing own goal. I would have enjoyed that tremendously, but a good start from us so far. If we can finish this off with a nice win, that'd be nice. Chevalier's taken the corners, and it's headed in by Oban. Chevalier's got himself another assist. I don't know why he's on corners. He's not listed as part of my corner takers, I can assure you of that. I've got like 5, so are they all not playing, or have they just... I really need to take a look at that, I think. But hey, I'm not going to knock it. He's put a brilliant corner in there, and Oban's headed it into the back of the net. Good start for us, and looks like at the moment we are heading for a title win. Oh, good header from Oban. But what I don't understand, and is the sheer drop-off that Angers have had. Like, it's been mental. I didn't realise it was as bad as that. I noticed they'd lost a couple of games, but I didn't realise they'd lost all of them. Ever since they lost that cup game, they just seem to go into freefall. Considering how far away they... Oh, really? That's a shame. I was hoping to get a full game out there for us. Oh, I should have really sorted out the bench before this one as well, hadn't I? This is a... Missilu's going to have to come on and play there, which is a shame. Because he's not really that type of player, but he'll have to do. Yeah, we need a stronger squad for next season. That much is clear. But yeah, I'm just surprised to see Angers fall off as much as they did, considering how much of a lead they'd extended over not only us, but everyone else around them. And Hugo's in. He must be offside, though. He's surely offside. He's not offside. It's 2-0. Lovely old job. It's nice to get back to this sort of form, because we really had dropped off. Those, the 2 defeats and then the draw. Sorry, the draw and then the 2 defeats, we really were starting to look like we were going to throw it all away. Thankfully, those wins against the poorer sides managed to just give us enough, I think, to get over the line, really. Because I think had we not had those good results against them, we'd be right in the battle at the moment. But as it is, oh, there you go, Angers are actually winning a game, my God. Then again, Berrichon are a good, not the best team in the world, but then... I just don't know. They look like they're going to go up anyway. It's just surprising. So I thought they were going to run away with it. And it's inside from Villa, and that must be offside. Surely that was offside. Philippe, look at that. That's commitment. Oh, Pereira with the strike. We are absolutely battering them in this first half. I've not seen us play this well all season. They're obviously not trying very hard on the final day here because we've been brilliant. This is probably the best performance I've seen from us this year. Oh, ban, and it's over the bar. What a chance. We've had a few long shots today, but we've been utterly untouchable in this first half. We really probably should have another goal, but 2 clear-cut chances we've had and we've scored 2 goals, so I guess I'd take it. Wow, yeah, they have been absolutely fantastic in that first half, and I can't fault any of them. Chevalier looks like he's crept up onto me and looks like he could be a really quality player for seasons to come, and that's great. I really don't know how we're going to do it in the summer. The summer could be all kinds of things. We're obviously going to have to bring in some quality if we're going to survive in the top flight, because it is a completely different league. It is literally a different league. It's literally a different league. Okay, we'll close him down then. Angers now 3-1 up. They finally found their shooting boots. Loris Ornard is going off. We just need to carry on doing what we're doing, really. They've not really shown much more of a threat in this second half. I'd like to get Segrist another clean sheet. Oh, that reminds me, actually. I made a note of this and I forgot to talk about it. So, in the French leagues, there's lots of awards, basically, for different players. So, best goalkeeper, best this, best that, best Abraham hit me with a wiffle ball bat. And, basically, Segrist has the most clean sheets in the league and has obviously not conceded the least goals, but he has the most clean sheets and he's got the best average rating of any goalkeeper. I think he's like the second or third best in terms of number of conceded or something like that. Or when the award went out, he was. And basically, oh shit, I've made any subs. Sorry. Right, we're going to get on Antelec for Hugo. Just give him a little run out here and... who else? Screw it, let's get Karma Q on for Makavu Singh. And yeah, basically, I got the thing through to vote for the best goalkeeper in the league, and our goalkeeper wasn't on it, despite having the most clean sheets and the best average rating and like being the third or second most or least goals conceded. I don't understand why he wasn't on it. It's very, very strange. Unless it's because he wasn't French, although that doesn't make much sense. There you go. Paris FC 2, Orleans 0. I must say, I feel we probably could have had more goals in that game. The second half was a bit poor. No, we've done well. Yeah, well done, guys. That was a great goal. Orleans are just there like, but you said Netflix and chill. It's just, no, they've taken it right now. So, there we go. We've actually lost quite a few games this year, but it's the lack of draws that we had towards that first part of the season that has really done the duty for us, basically. But as you can see, look. So, 38 goals conceded. There was one team with 30, which is fair enough. 34, 37 and 38. Yet, at the time, obviously, we were even closer to those, so I don't understand why Segrist wasn't on it. But there you go. So it looks like Troyes have gone up. Oh, just about, though. They must have drawn. Yeah, they did. And Avignon did, in fact, go down as a result of that, though. And Nîmes Olympique have come last. So there you go, basically. We are going to the top flight as champions, and I don't know whether that gives us any more prize money or anything like that, but I hope it does. That'd be awesome. Let's have a little gander, actually. Let's just go through some of this stuff while we're here. Clinch league through title, win the league. Lovely old job. Teams promoted. Yep, okay. Adamenko brings board delighted. That's good. That is good, actually. Finish. They've sacked their manager. Oban on form. Curtin comes down. Squad bonus. Fair enough. Oh, we've given 400. Ooh! Oh, right. So I thought they said 9.51 million. We only earn $500,000 for that. That's incredible. So how does that leave our finances looking at the moment? Oh, that's the board. We're still in... Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, we're still in debt, basically. Let's just take a little gander at the incomes here. Projections. We are projected to improve, it would seem. Which is good. Although, not by a great deal. We are going to have to do something here to try and get this stuff sorted out. Because in order to really start stepping it up, we're going to have to improve. I don't know. It's going to take us once we get to the top flight, that is going to be where the real hard work starts. I know that sounds stupid, but it is. And it's going to be massively, massively tough. But we've done it. And we've done it in 3 seasons, which was ahead of what I expected. If I'm honest. It just, wow, the amount of injuries we got in that game. I've just noticed that. That's insane. That's a friendly, but my God. So yeah, basically, it's going to be tough, but we did it in 3 seasons, and that gives us plenty of time to sort ourselves out. I'm hoping the board won't go too hard on me next year and expect us to win the league or something. I really hope that's not going to be the case. But it gives me plenty of time to find some decent players for us to try and do my best to keep us in League next year. And we get to play against PSG, and I don't know if Zlatan will still be there, but I really do hope so we can dare to Zlatan ourselves. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this first season, if you enjoyed the fact that we're in the top flight, please do drop a like on the video. And if you'd like to even more than that, please subscribe to my channel for more Outcaster icons and From the Shadows in your inbox every single day at 5:30 and 8 o'clock. And I will see you guys in the next episode for our first ever match in the top flight in France. I think that might be a... Well, you know what I mean. Well, imagine if it was against PSG. That would be quite something. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.